Good morning, doctor. My name is Cheng Seng Hong from Group 1 Hostel Systems. So this is the representing the room management, which when we press, we're entering the room management features, that shows the two of the main function of the room management, which is the room registration and switch room functions. So when we pressing into the room registration function, it will show this page, which at the top of the page will showing the map of the block that currently can be registered by the students. So when we're pressing the blocks, so it will show the details and the pay rates for the fee rates of the hostels. And when we're pressing the double rooms, so it will show the list at the double room, the list of double room that's still open for register. So if you want to register, you just press this action button and it will be registered into the database. Okay, so for the switch room function, so it will show the currently room type and the pay rate of the switch rooms. Then you will just press the block that you want to apply, such as still in MA1. We press it and we choose the room that we want to apply. For example, the single room. So we press these columns, then it will show the details in the switch column. So after we pressing confirm, then it will be successfully switching the room. So for the SQL parts, so we see that when the students haven't registered, the assigned room number will be null, and so at the room that he want to register will also be available. And this is the checkout date and check-in date that last registered students left. So if the students press the register, we'll assign the room number MA131 to the students, and we update the status of the room where it's changed to 1/2, and we update the check-in dates from the last one to the new ones, and we set the since he haven't checked out, so we set the checkout date to now. So this is the update table. So we can see that the student will have the assigned room number, and in the room table for MA1 will be changed the status and the check-in check-out date. So to switch room, we have to update two tables also, the student table and the room table. So we update the student table first. So we update the table student from MA1 the assigned room from MA1 to 22. So after we update the student table, we have to update the room table. So we update the table for the room table for the new the switch room they want the room that the user want to switch to, and we also need to update the column for the room that they switch original from. So we update the room number MH10, which is the original room that the student has. So that shows the updated room table. So we can see that the check-in date for the M22 becomes date today, and the check-out date already changed for the MA1
Hello, I am Fuming Kwang, 823CS5026. So I will be demonstrating the SQL implementations for our hostel management system, focusing on the profile and report modules. So first, let's go ahead the profile modules. So the interface will display the key details like the student ID and the name and the contact information. So from a prototype, you have two main functions, which is view profile, that students can see their personal information. The second is to update the profile. So to update it, you can click on edit. So students can modify certain personal details, and then you can save it. So we go into SQL implementations for the profile functionality. So you will get an output of this equivalent to what we have in our interface. So the second one is to update. So to update, let's see if you want to edit, here is our SQL. So next we are going to look on our report module. So we click on the report. So for the report module, which has three main functions. So first is the report issues, and then report status shown here, and then as well as feedback. So here is the report status reviewing the ongoing maintenance request, and then with the information with date submitted and descriptions and the request ID, and then we can go on to finish, which is the report issues. So how do we submit the new issues is to add a new report here. You will give it direct, and you can submit. And then to submit a feedback, you can click on finish, and then here is a feedback button. It will bring you to the feedback form where you can write your comments and rate 1 to 5. And so now we look on the SQL implementations. So to add a feedback, so in the SQL, you can see already we have one already completed. So how do we add is to insert. So yeah, so these SQL commands will be when someone submits their format, you can press on save, and this happens in our database. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mission, and I will talk about room management and user management. For admin part, room management got two topics: is room switch management and register management. For user management, we got fellow management and admin info. I will talk about the room management first. The room management, when you click on the room management, so we got two drop down: is room switch management and register management. For room switch management, is for student to request to change their room. So it will provide the current room number and the request room number and the status of the request and the action that admin whether want to approve or reject the request from the students. And admin also can review the students' info and their request why they need to change the room. So at the register management, we could see that there's a button at here, assign new room, for admin to assign the new student to the new room. So admin can do the action is edit or delete the room for the students, and also can assign the new room to the students. And I talk about the last two user interface for user management. Now I talk about the fellow management first. We click to the profile and we show the two types is fellow management and admin info. At the fellow management parts, admin can see the fellow names and where the fellow live at which blocks, and whether the admin is whether the fellow is active or inactive status. And admin can also add new fellow in these situations, and see the same can edit the info of the fellow or delete it. At admin info, we can see more clearly about their name, admin ID, email, contact number, and admin positions. So admin can edit their info from this page. And then now we go to the SQL part. So now we look at the room management first. Just like I said before, room management is for admin to assign the student room or process their requests, changing room, and so on. So now we see this is my students' informations, and here is the room informations. So now, let's say some situation is we add on new students. Admin need to assign room to the new students. So we now insert the informations into the MySQL. I assign the students to M16, 1, 2, 3. So now we can see here is S001 and S005, and here is S001 and S006. S006 is the new one, new students. So it assign room number M16, 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to update the room status from available to occupied, and check in that is current date, child days now, and where room ID is M16, 1, 2, 3, to make sure that the system is already changed the status from available to occupied to avoid other students have been assigned into the same room. So now we can see at above, haven't keen the update first, the M16, 1, 2, 3 is available, and now after update, M16 is already occupied. So now we talk about room switch management. Room switch management, we update the student info first. We set the room, assign room to the students, where student is S001. We look at here, the students S001 is now M25101. So now we choose, we change to her request room is M27101. So we also need to update the before room, her before room from occupied to available. You see where room ID is M35. So we update the new room status is occupied, where room ID is M27101. So we look at the info now. The S001 software database will from M25 to M27101. And the room M25 will be available and M27 will be occupied. And above is M25 occupied and 27 available. Okay, so now is we will talk about the file management part, the user management part. Now we'll show two tables, is fellow table and admin table. So I insert the new fellow is like E006, because here until E005. So you manage block M30 and M31 and live at M25, and the admin ID is A007. So it will show in new column. So now we update update admin. This one is for admin info part. So this one is set the admin position to fellow, where ID is 8014, is this person. So now we can look before he is a staff. So maybe he changed his position.
Okay, my name is Nam Sing. Today I will explain the report management interface and the SQL queries. This table is present issue report submitted by the student, showing column for status, roll number, issue type, personal access, and the date of the report was submitted. The issue are ordered by priority, pending first, following by the process, and finally settled. Here is the query used to generate the table. For this, select is to fetch data from the maintenance table. For the correct is replace any non-value in assign personal name with the string none to indicate the no personal are assigned. For the date format is reformat the date into a more readable format. Which is first is the date, following by the month and the year. Okay, for the order by is order by field. For the field function is order by the specific custom order instead of the default alphabetical sorting. For this is sort record within each status by the most recent date. Okay, this is the output for this table. For this pie chart is represent the number of cash grouped by the status, pending, process, and the settle. The data is weighted using the following queries. This is this. The count start is count the number of the record for each status, and then we group by the status and order by field, priority the order of status in the output. So this output will show like this. Okay, for the next is the finance interface. Okay, for the finance interface, summarizes the student account information, including the outstanding balance, credit, last payment, and the fees. Here is the SQL query used to show this data. This is the SQL queries. First, for the author select statement, it shows student details such as name, outstanding balance, and fee component. For the left join, is used to combine related data for multiple table, allowing record with no match to appear with non-value. A sub-query calculate the hostel fee based on the room type. Another sub-query assign a fixed electrical fee for demonstration purpose. For the sub-fee amount is aggregated the total credit payment made by the student. The sub-queries select P amount from payment is show the amount of the most recent payment. Pay for 3 February 2025 as payment deadline display or status deadline message. Okay. For the next is the payment story. The payment story interface provides the detail about the past transaction for a student. This SQL statement is show the data. Okay. For the roll number is generate the sequential roll number ordering by the most recent payment date. For this is to figure the result for a specific student. Order by is ensure the most recent transaction are shown first. This query efficiently displays the student payment story, enhancing visibility into their financial transaction. In summary, this SQL query support key feature of the hostel management system, including issue reporter and financial tracking, that demonstrated how structured queries are show and display complex dynamic data efficiently. That's all from me. Thank you.